All right, Ethan. So I know this is a long time coming for you from the time you were drafted to finally being able to be part of a camp like this, heading into the prospect tournament. What's sort of going through your head over the last couple days that you've been preparing for this and now being here in Buffalo?
Yeah, I think it was just a big summer, so I'm really excited to finally wrap up at Michigan and get things going, and yeah, just excited for the opportunity.
How valuable were those 10 games in Utica for you heading into not just the summer, but into a tournament like this where you want to, put that best foot forward and show them what you've got?
Yeah, I think it was really beneficial, but I just try and take everything I learned from those 10 games, try to pick up a couple things from each and every one of those guys in Utica, and then as well as the coaching staff. So I think there was a few things to focus on this summer, and I think I did a good job of that. So hopefully I can showcase that.
What are some of the things, or maybe that main thing that you saw in the professional game that you're like, okay, this is the thing that is going to make me a success here with the type of game that you play?
Yeah, I think it's just being simple, moving pucks quick, getting pucks into the forwards' hands, and letting them do their thing.
And enjoying the fact that you're paired up there with a good friend there, Seamus, tonight.
Yeah, can't get rid of him. He's my roommate. He's my stallmate, and now we're D partners again. No, but it feels good. We had a couple weeks together in Michigan this off season, and had some fun. And now it's time to dial it in and go have some fun on the ice.
Just wondering how you're different as a player with the experience that you've gained, not only the years at Michigan, but also getting that pro experience last year.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Even for this rookie tournament, I'm a little bit older in age. A lot of guys have more experience in this tournament, so it kind of goes both ways. But looking to any tips or tricks that any of the guys have, I'm more willing. But more just a leadership aspect as well. Being a little bit of an older guy, maybe can lead by example a little bit.
Is that something? Sorry, is that something that was asked of you? Like that leadership element coming in here as an older guy, or just
Yeah,
something? Yeah.
yeah. No, I think it kind of goes with not even just my character as well. I
Yeah.
think I'm not a guy that's afraid to speak up in the locker room or just kind of just a character in the room a little bit. So no, I'm excited.
You referenced some of the things that you learned in Utica, but also were talked about what you need to do for this season. Just what are some of those things? How'd you go about preparing for those improvements?
Yeah, I mean, even when you look at, I try not to look at rosters or whatever, but to see what the Devils need, they don't need another flashy offensive defenseman. So just like I said earlier, putting pucks in the forwards' hands, making that quick first pass, and keeping things simple, as well as working on breakouts and box outs and just being hard all over the ice.
Lenny, excited to finally be here and get a first taste.
Yeah, of course. It's nice to get the first game out of the way.
And then just looking at morning skate today, you playing on that top line, you've got Shane there, Matthew. Like, what do you sort of, how do you sort of build chemistry so quickly? And what was it like maybe out there with them for this practice?
Yeah, it's been good so far. Really good players, both of those. And yeah, try to get the chemistry right away and have a good game.
What's it like for you to sort of come into this new experience, thrown right into a game, and what do you kind of hope to show right off the bat, and how do you do that?
Yeah, I think just trying to play my own game with the own strengths and yeah, trying to have a good game with our line and whole team.
And what would you consider the biggest strengths that you want to bring or show?
I think my offensive zone skills, try to be creative with the puck and try to score and make chances to my line mates when I have a chance.
Looks like you'll get a chance there also on that first power play, that wave there. I mean, what do you sort of, from what you know of your game, do you bring to a power play that can make it dynamic?
Yeah, I try to be good moving puck well and shoot when I get a chance. I think I have a good shot, so try to use that.
For you, how important has it been to have someone like Essa, development coach Essa, sort of around and been with you over the last couple of years?
Yeah, it's been very important, giving good tips and being in contact like weekly. So it's been really big help for me.
What do you think the biggest tip is that he's given you maybe going into this tournament itself?
I think just many like little details for the game and how it's playing like here in North America.
And what are those challenges? New culture, new way of playing, everything. What preparation have you done for what you might run into?
Yeah, of course, there's big differences, and if you compare to Europe, there's a smaller rink here, so maybe that's what I've been looking for, looking like games from a small rink and trying to learn from those.
Did any players that you've worked with who have been here told you what to expect? Because there is less space.
Yeah, they've been like speaking that it's faster and like has a little bit like don't have that much space. So maybe those are the things what I have been told that need to be ready.
And you mentioned earlier your shot, which is very good, but you've also had an ability to find that space, put yourself in great scoring position. Is that just something you've always had? Is that part of your hockey IQ, or have you worked on that too?
Yeah, I think it's been I think naturally for me, like finding those spaces that I can score, and yeah, I think I try to be creative and find those spaces.
Thanks, Lenny. First camp for you at the helm in charge. How does it sort of feel to finally get things going? You had a bit of time last year as interim, but this is your team now, and away you guys go.
I'm excited. I'm excited to get going. We had a long break this summer to be kind of thinking about it, and it's a tournament I've been to quite a bit in the past few years, and it's enjoyable for us to see all the new faces that we haven't seen, but then at the same time see the guys that are returning that we've maybe known for a few years or 1 year, and we get a chance to see how their summers went, how they've developed, and now help them to take this step to the next level.
With a tournament like this where there's not really any practice time, you're sort of jumping right into it. What is that evaluation process like when you're watching these guys? What are you looking for mostly?
Yeah, I mean, we can't shove a whole bunch of systems down their throat. It's not going to help anybody. A lot of our talks have just been about getting the summer hockey out.
Okay.
It's a good step for them to lead into the guys that are going into the main camp to kind of get back into game shape. And I think it's a great opportunity for them to be playing competitive hockey before they enter camp. So what we're talking about is the first things you see is just effort, how hard guys are working, how hard do they compete on second efforts. And then there is a little bit of a team buy-in, and you can see guys that maybe the few systems things that we throw at them, who's able to catch on, who's able to play with a little bit of structure. And then same breath, you see some guys that might take them a little bit more time. So it's an easy way that we can evaluate the new guys.
And you have some guys coming in here playing in this tournament who haven't even played in North America. Before, you thinking specifically to Lenny, throwing him right there on that top line. We know what his abilities are. How do you sort of look?
You know, those guys, we're excited to see them, and this is a great first step in introduction. They've obviously played over here before. It's not that new, but for these guys, travel's a big issue. They come over, they get adjusted earlier, and in terms of hockey, it's a little bit of a different style that is more demanded the way we play here, and different ice size and ice sheet and tempo and pace, and there's different expectations. Which again, this is a great opportunity for him to come in, kind of learn what those are, get used to them, so that again he can have a better opportunity at main camp.
Good. What are some? I don't remember what I was going to say. I was like, oh, I know. When you're like looking at Lenny, like, what do you see from his game? What have you seen, in this very brief time that everyone's excited about?
Well, what I've seen since we first drafted him and I saw him at the first dev camp is he's grown into his frame. He's a big frame. He's a kid that when they brought him in, that's obviously something that everyone can improve on is their size and their strength. And I think he did a good job over the past year, getting a lot more confidence and feeling more comfortable playing. He plays with men overseas as well, so that adjustment shouldn't be that big for him. Our game is a lot quicker. Things happen fast. How quickly you play with and without the puck is a big difference, and that's an adjustment that I think is probably be most his the biggest step that he'll have to take and learn. He's more than capable of doing it. It's just a style of play.
One of the things shifting gears to defense is talking to Ethan Edwards. I talked to him last week. I talked to him this morning, and he sort of said how valuable those 10 games were. It was like 10 games over the course of a month. You were there. You saw. What did you see in maybe those 10 games? And what does that set up in terms of expectation going forward for someone like Ethan?
I think it's great when they're able to come in at the end of the season and play. Now that's just sets up their next year training camp for a guy that hasn't a college player that hasn't been to many of those camps in the past. It's a good feel for kind of learning how pro hockey is a little bit different than college in terms of schedule, expectations. But I think he did a great job coming in. There's a lot of excitement when you get a new player, so he's learning a lot.